Welcome everybody to my card predictions for Great Balls of Fire. Oh, it's true. It's damn true. It's happening. I had to work on a graphics package for a pay-per-view named Great Balls of Fire. I think I can stop doing videos. I can go higher than this. Yeah, you know, shitty name, but maybe a really good pay-per-view. Here is my card predictions. First, to kick off this magnificent Great Balls of Fire show, Goldust versus R-Truth. Since the heel turn of Goldust on R-Truth, WWE is slowly building up a feud between those two, and it might peak at Great Balls of Fire. For the moment, there has been no physical altercation. They are both working segments every week on Monday Night Raw, and it's looking pretty good. Like he said it himself, the golden age of Goldust is back, and I think it's a great way to push his character to better booking, maybe for the last time. However, this match might unfortunately fall to the kickoff area. Why? Because we are probably going to have a big card, at least 7 or 8 matches. And one of them could be this one. Bray Wyatt versus Seth Rollins. I really thought that the brief feud between Bray and BALOR will continue now that Extreme Rules is over, but apparently this is not going to be the case. It looks like that Seth Rollins is the next target of Bray Wyatt. The main reason to this could be the frog splash through the commentary table that led the two men to defeat. I just hope it is not leading up to another feud lost by the Eater of Worlds. He really lacks of credibility at the moment, and I don't know if a storyline with the Architect is going to help him. That's a shame because he works so hard on his character. He's one of the best at doing promos, but like we say, actions speaks louder than words. And that's the problem with Bray Wyatt. We will see what the future holds for both Bray and Rollins. Following that, for the Cruiserweight Championship, the undisputed king of the Cruiserweights, Neville, versus Akira Tozawa. Tozawa wasn't my first choice. I hesitated a lot between him and TJP, but now that I saw what happened at 205 Live, I think Tozawa could be the next contender for the title. Neville beat fair and square Austin Aries at Extreme Rules. This wonderful feud is now over. Neville beat fair and square TJP at 205 Live, so technically TJP might be already out of the title scene. So, technically, Tozawa is the next in line for a shot at the Cruiserweight Championship. He's one of the hottest cruiserweights right now, especially after his incredible street fight match against the Brian Kendrick. I would love to see a storyline between them, but I'm really not sure about this prediction. Anyway, Neville is still champion. That's what matters the most. Now for the Intercontinental Championship, Dean Ambrose versus the new champion, The Miz. A rematch between the Lunatic Fringe and The Miz looks pretty obvious, but Great Balls of Fire is in 4 weeks, and a lot of things can happen within a month. First of all, this rematch could take place on Monday Night Raw, and if it is effectively the case, Dean Ambrose's opponent for Great Balls of Fire might turn out to be Elias Samson. No matter if the Intercontinental Championship match is taking place next Monday or next month, I believe that Samson will cost Dean Ambrose the opportunity to claim back the title. A storyline between them has already started, but we saw on Raw that the one between Ambrose and Miz is not over yet. That segment was absolutely great. Miz destroyed the crowd, killed the beer, dropped the greatest elbows I ever saw on the Great Peacock clock, before Ambrose put him on the ground. The chemistry between those two is great, and I think and hope we're gonna see another of their match at Great Balls of Fire. And then for the Raw Tag Team Championships, the team of Sheamus and Cesaro versus the Hardy Boys. I gotta admit, I was surprised to see Cesaro and Sheamus winning back the Tag Team Championships, but I begin to think that it was a good choice. As champions, it will be easier for them to develop their heel personality and get more hate from the crowd like when they stole the victory from the Hardy Boys at Extreme Rules. Speaking of them, I would not be surprised if they're not trying to take back the titles and move on to other storylines, but technically, they get a rematch whenever they want, and they might play that out at Great Balls of Fire. The good thing is that the Hardy Boys doesn't need the Tag Team Championships to shine, so we will see if this feud continue, or if Jeff and Matt will go another way. For the Raw Women's Championship, the 5 feet of Fury Alexa Bliss versus the 6 feet of I'm Gonna Whoop Your Ass, Nia Jax. One of the most shocking moments of Extreme Rules for me was maybe Alexa Bliss squashing Bayley in a 5-minute matchup. I don't know the reasons for this, maybe it is because of the historic This Is Your Life segment, but Bayley certainly didn't deserve that. She was kicked away from the title scene, leaving the door wide open for Nia Jax. Nia was pretty quiet since WrestleMania, but it's now time for her to get a shot at the championship, like Alexa promised. They already had a confrontation on Raw, but I think it is safe to say that they're gonna have a date at Great Balls of Fire. Following that, I picked this match. Roman Reigns versus Finn Balor. Roman and Finn are without any opponents following Extreme Rules, but during the Fatal 5-Way, Finn was milliseconds away from pinning Reigns and win this match. Plus, Roman gets a monster hit every time his name is pronounced, mainly because of the way he's booked by the officials, and goes bigger night after night. And that's the best thing that will happen to him. If you want to amplify that and help him getting over, put him against Finn Balor. Thing is, if this match happens, it can be immediately stopped by a man, a monster that is not finished with Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman. He is scheduled to be out for 6 months, but expect him to come back sooner than expected. And for the main event, the Destroyer Samoa Joe versus the Beast Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship. Samoa Joe is the #1 contender for the Universal Championship. I didn't expect that at all. I predicted and wanted Finn Balor versus Brock Lesnar, but Samoa Joe versus Brock Lesnar is a goddamn dream match, and I can't wait to see them facing each other at Great Balls of Fire. I just hope Joe is not a placeholder who's going to be fit to Lesnar and transform a great-looking main event into a glorified house show main event. Nonetheless, Joe is a different opponent for Brock Lesnar. Just like Lesnar, he is a beast, and we saw his sadistic side when he attacked Paul Heyman on Monday Night Raw. I really like the heel versus heel matchup. Still, I don't really know where this is exactly going, but I'm excited to see this match, like a lot of people I think. At least, we're gonna see the Universal Championship. That was my predictions. Tell me what you think about them in the comment section below. That's it for this week. As always, please remember to share, like, and subscribe. You can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter. This Thursday, if I can, is going to be the results predictions for Money in the Bank. And if you don't want to miss it, click beside the subscribe button and ring the bell.